Hey guys, Nintendo here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Nintendo Switch 2, the long-awaited Nintendo Switch 2, because everyone has been waiting for this since day one it came out, and plus it comes with a full Mario Kart World game as a full game download. It has the logo on the sides too. Very nice, very nice. I love the way it looks amazing. E for everyone, boom, and let's go get this bad boy opened up right now. I also like that Mario render, very nice. So anyways, let's get him opened up. I'll show you all the contents inside, and then I'll kind of just walk you through a tour of the actual Switch 2. Now that we opened up the box, this is pretty much everything that comes with the whole console in total. I know you can see my shadow, so hold on, I'm gonna show you. We got the blue Joy-Con here. We're gonna go through each part individually. We got our little health and safety manual, classic Nintendo. Then we got this giant huge screen. We got another Joy-Con. And we got the charger, which you actually it's separately plugged in this time instead of actually being all together. There's the HDMI cable. There's two of these to help you with the Joy-Con 2. The Joy-Con 2s to help you like grip it better, I guess. It's for Mario Kart stuff. And then of course this is a grip for both if you want to play like single player stuff. And then last but not least, we have the dock with this smooth, sleek design, longer design than the actual dock. We can compare it in a little bit, but I just showed you basically all of what I have here. So these are the docks. So this is my Switch 1 dock, and this is my Switch 2 dock. What's the difference? Well, we see the first Switch dock has a more squarish design, while this one has a more rectangle, but more rounded at the top. And I think it's to see like the time or something like that. So there's something specific with that. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Also, the difference is that they made the text smaller and they pushed the logo to the side for the 2. And then of course there's a line going down the middle on this one, while there's no line going down the middle on that one. And so we can also see the bottoms of them. We can see a clear difference. So the bottom of this one's solid and has 4 markers and the console number, and this one has a QR code number at the bottom. The 4 things, but it's more smoothed out on the bottom as well. Has a rectangle shape just like the original, but it's more smoothed out towards the bottom. And then on top of that, there's like, I think, ventilation. I think that's supposed to be ventilation, but they put a bunch of holes at the bottom. I was like, what are the holes for? And I was like, oh, ventilation probably, because the console is known for overheating the first Switch, so that's probably why they fixed that. And on the side here, there's no more of that gap. Now it's not up there, it's a little more on the bottom right there. There's the gap. There's the side and the other side, so it's basically kind of the same thing. And if we turn it around on the back, and we can look at the top real quick, so there's more ventilation right there, and then right here it's just solid, but the ventilation is right here on the original, and on the back it's like cut off right here, but now it's all one solid piece right here. And the Nintendo logo is smaller than this one, which sucks because I like when the stuff was a little bigger, but it's okay. There's more ventilation on the bottom here. It also says HDMI right here, while it says HDMI on this right corner. There's also things right here, doohickeys, to help you, open the console back up. But on this version, I'm going to show you the cool part about this. You can just remove it. That's right, it could be its own separate piece. Now then on the back, now we can kind of compare. There's a little like rectangle right there. There's more ventilation right here. I think the console does need a lot of ventilation just because of the processing power that it's going to be taking. I think that's why they put a lot of ventilation. They even put some more right here, more right there, which is what we saw earlier. But it says AC adapter, HDMI out, and it says LAN. So what's the difference? This version says AC adapter, USB, and HDMI out. So if y'all don't know what a USB is, it basically is used to connect an extra wired controller. I have a bunch of wired controllers, so I know that that's going to be very useful for the first Switch. But the second one, okay, y'all will see what my complaint is about in a second. But anyways, we're gonna go to the AC adapter. It's pretty much the same connection. It's just like a charger connection, but it has to be something branded from Nintendo, or I don't think it'll work. At least it hasn't worked for me in my attempts to do that with the regular wire. But anyways, HDMI out. So HDMI out, same connection. Obviously this is dirty. This is an official Nintendo one, by the way, that I bought recently. So Nintendo, you gotta clean up your consoles a little bit. But anyways, yeah, so here it is, HDMI out, AC adapter, and LAN. So what is LAN used for? So what's the point of LAN? Because we all love wired controllers and connecting other wired things. What's the point of LAN? Well, LAN is supposed to be for an Ethernet cable. So if you want to connect your wired internet to the console, you can. I don't think that's useful at all because you could already connect wireless internet, but I think it's useful for people who still have wired internet. And who still has wired internet? I want to ask in the comments, if y'all still have wired internet, let me know in the comments, because if this was a complaint that was genuine to Nintendo and then Nintendo decided, oh, let's just add it. But you're taking out the USB, the extra USB that could be used for like a third controller for people who don't have as many, you know, wireless controllers. Okay, so here's the complaint. There's two on this side, right? Just like the original, it says USB. Now there's more of a gap now. I like that. Like it's protecting it more. Like it's just out in the open right here. You can just yank it. Now it's just like kind of protected, kept in place. But dang, did I get mad at this, because there's two on here, but there's an extra one so you can connect a third controller with wired. And I have a lot of wired controllers. I don't have a lot of wireless controllers. It might not be as big a deal to people who have like the wireless ones. You know how much those cost though? Those are like 90 bucks each for the Joy-Cons. 90 bucks each. And then for the wireless controllers, like the pro ones, they're 80. So, and now they're regularly 80. For the Switch 2 controllers, they're actually 80 now, I think, and now they're gonna be, I think they're all the same price, but dang, it's still a lot for a wireless controller. Like, you feel me? Like, it could be cooler. It would have been cooler if instead of LAN, they put a third one at the back again, or maybe even add a fourth one, because they technically do have room up here to add a fourth one. They should have just added, it could have been 4 USB controllers connecting to the console at the same time. But dang, I guess I'm gonna have to buy some wireless controllers, because dang, did I not know about this. I was just a little upset because the fact that there's at least 3, I think 3 was a good amount. Now there's only 2. So basically you're telling me all my other 3 wired controllers are useless, but 2 of them can be used. And I have 2 wireless Pro controllers and 2 Joy-Cons, and well, now 4 Joy-Cons technically. But damn, who wants to play with the Joy-Cons? Everyone wants the Pro, especially in Smash Bros, and especially when I port Smash Bros onto my Switch 2. So I think that's a big kind of problem for a lot of people. That could just be a me thing, but I think it's an everybody thing, because everybody plays Smash competitively. Oh, flip. I let that drop. That's my bad. I was trying to put the phone down. Don't worry, don't break your new console yet, Damien. Anyways, here we go. So that was just kind of the comparison between the 2 docks. Next up, we have the accessories for the controllers, the Joy-Cons. So this is the first one, and this one connects both controllers, and it's colored so that y'all could see which ones to connect, so no kids will ever get confused. There's 4 light buttons on each side. It has the logo there. It looks very smooth. But anyways, it says Nintendo on the back, made in China, and remember, you can connect 2 of your Joy-Cons to here. So let me demonstrate that real quick. Let me just take out the Joy-Cons and show y'all how the accessories are going to attach. So this is the first one, which is the blue controller, and you just put it on like so. Boom. And if you want to take it out, You just pop it off like so. It's a piece of plastic. It can be popped out. The buttons are way bigger now, so there should be no problem with trying to press them now. I think that's why they didn't add those like bigger buttons like how they did on the original Switch. Like to outline it, I guess. They didn't add that on this version because, well, the buttons are already pretty big, but it would have made it easier because it would have made them more outside, but that's just my opinion, like I said. I still like the Switch 2. Don't get me wrong. I still like it. I still love it. It's just very, I don't know how to say, like, it's just very, I don't know. It's giving me Wii U vibes for some reason. Anyways, you pop that one in like so as well. And there's the game chat button right here. I forgot to show y'all. Since we're actually looking at the Joy-Cons, y'all can actually see them for yourself. They're 10 times bigger than the original. Okay. So here are the regular controllers. So let's just put it up to comparison. Shoot, this one's in the way. Anyways, let's put this up to comparison. So this one is 10 times shorter than the other. I'm just kidding. But anyways, there we go. That's the that's basically a comparison of the controllers, and you can see it with this one too. Yeah, it's 10 times bigger basically. That's what they wanted to emphasize. This is definitely giving me Wii U vibes, but in like not a good type of way. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I love Nintendo and their consoles and stuff, but so far, as what I'm looking right now, because this is like a live reaction. Like, I've never owned a Switch 2. I've never like got my hands on an official one, unless it was at Best Buy for like a kiosk. And so I'm just looking at the stuff, like the accessories and all that, and I'm just like, man, they removed a port for an extra wired controller, and I have a lot of wired controllers because those are the most affordable ones. And then these grips don't even have like the big buttons or outlines. It's not even closed up so that like you could, no. It still has the lights. I forgot to mention, it still has the lights, so that's good. There's still technology worked into it. It's not just for show. And then this looks pretty much the same as the other grip double controller thing like that. I think it looks exactly the same, but taller and bigger because of it needs to accommodate for the size of these. Look. Ooh, you hear that? It just clicks. Boom. So that's how it works. There you go. And the only new feature I think about these Joy-Cons is the fact that you could press game chat, and they let you use game chat. It's kind of like the Discord, but with Nintendo, in a way. Oh, okay. I think that's how you just remove it. Oh yeah, let me show you how to remove it. So in case y'all get stuck, there's a giant grip on the back, a giant ZL, a giant L. It's very cartoony. You know what it's reminding me of? Like the Super Nintendo kind of vibes, like with it. I'm getting like this weird, wacky vibe. Weird, wacky, yet simplistic, yet Wii U like, because it's a black console. Like, it just, I don't know, it's like less color and stuff, more genericness is what I'm trying to say. But now that we took a look at the Joy-Cons, we can actually look at the wires. I'm just kidding. The AC adapter. The AC adapter is cool because of the fact that it's separate. I do like that. That's a positive for me, for sure. Because, dude, I just hate like scrunching up my old AC adapter. Like, it's just really bad, like, to do that, in my opinion. So I'm glad that Nintendo changed that up. The HDMI cable is just essentially an HDMI cable. It's the same thing. There's no difference. Now we can compare console sizes. We're actually gonna see the console right now, and I'm gonna clean it up as much as possible right now because I touched it with one greasy finger right now. So here it is, the console itself. There it is. Boom, and you can see me recording. And then you see this console. This is the original Switch. So this is Switch 2, and this is the Switch 1. Boom, smaller, and now this one's bigger. 10 times bigger, like an iPad size kind of. Very nice. I love this. I don't even want to touch it anymore. I'm going to put it back in its case and show you the features from there, because I literally don't want to touch this. I want to keep this as pristine as possible, even though I'm gonna play it. Literally, I'm gonna play it today. But other than that, let me put it back in. I'm trying to put it back in. Give me a second. Okay, so we clearly saw the shininess of the screen. So now we can kind of just see all the workings from the bottom. The power button is right there. The plus and minus button are right there. And we can do a quick comparison with the Switch power button. I think the power button and plus and minus buttons are bigger. They're smaller here. So it's giving that more modern type of look. There's ventilation, an earphone jack, and a game card slot. So let's see if they have the same thing. There's an now they added a USB so that you could charge your console from up there instead, and an earphone jack and the game card insert right there. Does it say game card still? Game card. Boom. And it has a symbol for headphones and earphone jack right there. And on the back it says Nintendo Switch 2. On the back of this one it says Nintendo Switch, and it has that's supposed to be where the stand and the micro SD card, I'm not sure where you put it now, because the stand is so thin, but it's actually bigger because it's able to like lean all the way back and stuff. That's one of the new features, and I wish I could show you that feature, but I really just don't want to dirty the console. Like I want to show y'all like the fact that it kickstands back and like goes all the way down, goes all the way this way. So it does that. I'm just letting you know. I'm missing mine on my old one, but there's the micro SD. It doesn't have a Nintendo or a NOM or anything like that on here, or ventilation right here, because there's already ventilation on the dock. But there's some ventilation on the bottom and on the top for this console, and there's the USB thing just like the original Switch. And on the sides, of course, it's colored so that you know what Joy-Cons to put on there. It's not colored on this one. It's just a sliding feature. Well, this one is just like magnetically attached. Okay, Loki, I have to show y'all the satisfying attach from the trailer. So, it goes all the way down, like in the trailer, and it can go all the way up too. Boom. You can have it kind of like an iPad. And now, the moment y'all been waiting for. Boom. Boom! The Switch 2! Alright, now I know this is going to be a little bit of a long review, but we're going to open up this console, turn it on, and get our first reaction in. This is booting up the console for the first time. Nintendo, and then it says Nintendo Switch 2, much like the original Switch. Ooh, I hear music? Music? Whoa, I'm getting the music vibes. It's like the Wii era. Ooh. Well, obviously English US. The Americas is my region. View end user license agreement. Yes, I know. Nintendo can break your console whenever you want. I understand. Yep, accept. Next, let's connect to the internet. Alright. Y'all cannot see my internet. I'm not going to show you my internet, but I'm going to show you my satisfying... Oh, this is just so satisfying. The sound. Y'all hear it? The music and this. Like ASMR right here, bro. Amazing. Y'all can't even see the password. System, wireless network, and internet. You gotta wait. Boom. Boom. Let's go. We're ready. Man, that music's just giving that vibe, bro. That Wii vibe, bro. Dude. Yeah, we gotta take a moment and listen. We have to. This is starting to boost up my ratings for this console, honestly. This part, for sure. And the magnetically attached controllers and everything that I've said that was positive about this. The round, sleeker design. I like that. I like it. And the kickstand, for sure, because I always end up missing that little kickstand on the old Switch. About to download update data. You can continue setting up while the update downloads. Okay. Ooh. So, okay. Is this time? Time zone. but not. Where's an American one, dude? New York. I guess it would be New York, right? That's the closest one. With Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games whenever you want, wherever you want, however you want. Okay. Oh, I like that drawing. Let's see all the drawings. I like that. Really like that. I see myself doing the first one, the second one, and the third one for sure. The system can stand at whatever angle you like. Just pull out the rear stand. You can now connect the AC adapter to the top of the system. I explained that earlier. Using stand. Detach the right hand Joy-Con too. Oh, it's asking me to. Gotcha. Detach the left. Okay. Next, select next with the controller you removed. Okay. Do you want to connect to a TV and play on a larger screen later? Because we're just trying to show some of the inner hard workings right here. Okay. You can use the accessories that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con 2 controllers in multiple ways. I already know the attachment guide I showed y'all. Choose a style. You can change it at any time. Amazing. Ready to update the system. Update. It's time to do it. The system will restart once the update is complete. So here we go. Back at it again. I really love that freaking dude. The music is just amazing. I want to hear that music all the time now. Nintendo music time, bro. Okay. Now we wait. System update complete. Ooh, that music is back. You can transfer data from your Nintendo Switch to this Nintendo Switch 2. Start system transfer. If you have a micro SD express memory card, insert it. Okay, so after a little help from a friend and a talking to and not wanting to waste my money, after I just spent like $500 on this thing. No offense, Nintendo. I mean, that's the perfectly reasonable valued price. Actually, that's what I meant. It's a perfectly reasonable value price. Oh, yeah, you're awesome, guys. Like, you brought back the Mii's, bro. You brought back the Mii's, so of course you're awesome. Yes, we made a couple of Mii's for my family members and me right there. That's my Nintendo account from the other console. So, basically, all the games will transfer, just not the save data, and I'm fine with starting over on this console. As long as my games that I bought are transferred, I'm okay. But we're gonna figure that out, people, like little by little. So skip for now. I wanted to add another one for my dad, but parental controls, we don't need that. Anyways, then it says about memory cards to like support this console is only express, so they still force you to buy either way. That's another bad thing. In case y'all run out of space, you're gonna need to get the most expensive option, sadly. That's the thing. But setup complete. Go to the home menu, press the home button. Let's do this. Nintendo Switch 2. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, look at all those audio effects. Ooh, that little tip thing. That's like an app. From here, you can re-download and play, purchase downloadable games and content on here. You can re-download. Oh, okay, re-download. Oh, so you have to make them virtual game cards so you can re-download them. I think I did that with most of my online games already, so I'm pretty sure I got that. Re-download and play, purchase downloadable games and content on your account. Thank you. Ooh, awesome. That's very nice. Okay. So. There we go. Tilting it a little more upright. Okay, what do we got? We gotta re-download some stuff. Ooh, that means I can get Fortnite back. Oh. But what if I want Fortnite back? I want snipper clips. I'll take this one. Load on this system. Now, I didn't have time to go over everything of how I linked both of the Nintendo Switches, but I actually linked them. And now, we have every single game here. I filled up the game slot, basically, with all my old Switch games. So, right here, I love the little jingles here and there. I have all these right here and they're all downloading data, so of course I picked out my favorites because I'm not going to use up too much space because there's 3 other games I need to add on here that might take up a lot of space. So I have Mario Wonder, Crash Bandicoot 4, Luigi's Mansion 3, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Mario Luigi Brothership, Mortal Kombat 11, Fortnite, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, Mario Odyssey, Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario Maker 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Cuphead, Smash Bros, and Sonic Mania. So the ones that really matter really are Smash Bros and Mario Kart, but I already have a new Mario Kart game, which is what I'm going to show you today. So, select the eShop from the home menu. Awesome. Then select the account. Follow the on-screen instructions to begin the download. So we're going to download Mario Kart World right now. And here it is. Mario Kart World can be downloaded onto the system. Later, continue to download. Yes. Oh, I was going to cover it in case it was like a payment type thing. Or showing your account balance and everything. Mario Kart World, check the download status. Boom, boom, boom. Server status, the download may not start right away. Okay, close. And I want to continue shopping. Virtual game card added. Thank you. Awesome. So can I share this game card to my sister? Let me see. If I were to give it to her on her Switch. Let me see. Load on other system. Ooh, it's possible. It is possible to do that. That's crazy. That's actually really cool. So Mario Kart World, here it is. Front and center. Oh, sorry, the screen got a little blurry, but here it is, front and center, right here. So I'm very excited. This is just like a computer. It's really nice. I love this. This is just amazing. Okay, let's kind of explore everything of the console. So let's enter sleep mode. The system settings. So everything's pretty much the same. Controllers and accessories. You can actually change the grip now. That's the only difference. Controller vibration, you can choose to have it or not. Update controllers, so you can update them. Amiibo, so there's amiibos, and you can put them in there too. Sleep mode, system. So that's everything on the system settings. Virtual game cards, you already saw. I toured y'all a little bit. Controllers. There's controllers. Right now it's at like around 80% right there, but there you go. For my controllers, because I've been using it all day. Trying to do this review. And then game share, of course, you could do that with people who have a compatible game the person's sharing. So it's kind of like Street Pass, like on 3DS, but now they're doing it with Switch again, so that's really cool. There's the album. There's nothing here. The eShop. I want to tour the eShop a little bit actually. The news. So let's see my news feed. There we go. Because I downloaded Mario Kart World, they're giving me all the Mario stuff. Nice. Oh, what did it say? No, just kidding. Okay, now game chat. Let's check out game chat because that's the newest feature on the Switch. You can also access it by pressing the C button right here. So welcome to game chat. Let's get everything set up and ready to go. All right, I'm using mouse controls right now too. So this is game chat. Game chat terms. Blah 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 blah. Next, like set to the game chat terms. Boom. To use game chat, you need to confirm your phone number via text messages and your smartphone to make sure it's nearby. Oh, okay. So we could do this later then because it's gonna require my phone again. But game chat is essentially something like Discord is what you could use to like communicate with friends and stuff who have similar consoles and stuff like that, including Switch. You can use game chat. I think, I believe so. You can do that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Nintendo Switch Online. We all know what Nintendo Switch Online is. It's where you can kind of get all the, online stuff. So it's kind of like, there it is. Hello. Awesomeness. Nintendo Classics. So there's a free 7-day free trial. Nice on this console too. Nice. Because I get one on the other console. Ooh, and you can download all this. Oh, whoa. Okay. I'm going to get some renders right now for the Donkey Kong game. Okay. Okay, get it. Alright, got you. I know how it works. What's Mario Kart World look? Let's see what we get. Ooh, nice. Okay, I like the Mario one. I'm gonna get this one. Niceness. Oh, so I'm not a member, so I can't get it? Unless I get online. Okay, that makes sense. I understand. So I guess I can't get it. But save cloud data, you can only do that. And then the expansion pack, which has now GameCube games. I don't know if y'all saw, but you could do GameCube now. You see that? You can do all those games right there. It's really cool. It's really cool. I like it. So, and then eShop, you want to take a tour of that real quick. So here's the eShop. We opened it up. There is a Fortnite, and I think we already downloaded it though. We downloaded it though. But I'll re-download it again. I already have it. But I already have it. That's the crazy part. I already have it. Where is it? Is there 2 Fortnites now? There's 2 Fortnites? Okay, wait. Fortnite for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, there's 2 different ones. Okay. Oh, then I want this one, bro. I don't want the other one. But it's paused right now because it's downloading Smash Bros. So, dang. So, there's 2 different ones. Okay. So, I'm going to have my old save data, and then I'm going to have my new save data on this one. Okay. That makes sense. But, yeah, we're supposed to go back in the eShop. So, what is that? There we go. Saved. Okay, so there's a new Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's $70. Here it is. It's pretty cool. I already have it as a game card, so I will be putting those in, and Cyberpunk as well. It's 10% off right now. Nice. $62.99. Very nice. Another thing is the Mario Party Jamboree, which is one I've wanted to. It's $20. Whoa, that's pretty good. No, it's just the expansion pack. It's $60 for the regular game, but if you want the extra content, it's gonna be $20 more bucks. So it's gonna be like $80 in total. But then we got Nintendo Classics, which is, of course, we need the online to do that. Then $10 for a welcome tour. Yep, I'm not paying that. Anyways, Split Fiction by EA, who made Plants vs. Zombies. I like that game. Might consider buying that one and this one as well. $60 for Street Fighter 6. Here's 1 and 2. So, dang, it is a pretty pricey console, and it is pretty pricey for games as well. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is $40, but there's a demo. So, in case you don't want to buy the full game, you can actually just demo test it, and there won't be any repercussions or anything like that. So, in my opinion, I think the Nintendo Switch 2 is a very good console in terms of its graphics, loading times, and I guess I could say usefulness or effectiveness, I guess, of like the virtual game cards and the linking and all that, right? But it was a little confusing about the save data and stuff at first, so I had a friend explain it to me. So it wasn't now I actually have everything that I want. I just really have to restart over on a new save file on this console, and that's not a problem to me. What is a problem to me is that Nintendo is trying to force you to buy Express micro SD cards, which are $60 at Target, the official branding of it, and the rest are like $35. It's still pretty pricey, and you're paying for that on top of your console. I mean, come on, you know what I'm saying. I think a lot of people know what I'm saying on this, but I mean, come on, I think you understand me. You can understand my perspective. Now, is it worth it for you to buy? I think, in my opinion, y'all should not spend on this console. I think y'all should wait until it goes on sale, because I think while it does have a bunch of computer functions and everything, something that a computer would, a giant, bigger screen, more brightness, I guess, I just feel like there's more of like a vibe to this one than the Switch. Like, I don't know, like the sound effects and all that, it just got me. That catchy music at the beginning playing for you reminded me of like the Wii Shop and stuff like that. So that's really cool. The virtual game card thing is very effective. The dock design, I love the dock design. Very smooth, very sleek. The way that you could just attach the remotes to the actual console is just very satisfying in general as well. And good, because it makes sure that your console doesn't like drop any controllers and stuff like that. And I don't know. The negatives, there are a few negatives. Again, like the grips, like I said, they don't have like the encasing all around. One good thing they did do was the AC adapter, which I really appreciate, but that wire could easily get lost if it were to be separated from the box. That's the one problem I guess that would have. But other than that, let me prove to you that I can connect an old Switch controller as a demonstration. Paired, it's this one, paired. Boom, and it can be used. Just like so. It's amazing. So there you have it. If you wanted to understand, can Joy-Cons work too? Let's test it out. Can this Joy-Con work with this console? Why don't we test that out for ourselves? I don't know if it can slide in. I think it's supposed to. There we go. Paired. Booyah. And just like that, a regular Switch Joy-Con can be connected. It can't be used as a mouse, but it can be connected to the Switch 2 for sure, which is another positive. All your controllers that you've collected from previous Switches or one Switch could be used on this console as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If I had to rank this console, I would give it, honestly, a B. But I'm being generous at that point. I'm being nice because I believe that this console exemplifies a great console, but at the same time it can get bricked at any time, which means that it could get shut off at any time if you do something wrong that Nintendo doesn't like modding or the name of your account simply. Sometimes it could be up to that, and that's a bad thing. But a good benefit about this console is the fact that you can play a bunch of games. You can share games that are from Nintendo Switch 2 to a Nintendo Switch 1 console, which is another positive. Lots and lots of positives I feel like there are, and while there are a bunch of them, there are also a bunch of negatives, like the USB ports and stuff like that. Like the fact that they shortened a USB port for a LAN cable. I mean, who uses LAN? Again, tell me in the comments if you use LAN. If you use it, then that's fine. You use it. Then I didn't know that was like such a big complaint about the old Switch. But I think 3 USB ports was a good way to, you know, get more people to play with you, because you have 2 Joy-Cons, you have 3 wired controllers that you can use. But now it has to be, no, you have to separate Joy-Cons and 2 wireless or 2 wired controllers. So it's like, I don't know, it's just something, I guess, that's specific for players. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on. I will be doing gameplay walkthroughs on these games after we get through Sonic Generations and Donkey Kong Country Returns. We are literally this close to being done with them. So after we finish those, we will be able to play Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Cyberpunk 2077. Bye guys, Dimitendo out. I'll see you on the next one.